Welcome back. So from the title, Does This Annoy You? It Annoys Me, is getting an answer to a question, especially if it's a yes or no question. So I was on the phone recently, and there were some forms I had to send in, got an email, we haven't received your paperwork. So I called, spent 30 minutes on hold, and the only question and answer is, what's missing? Can you email it to me? I'll fill it out and send it back to you. So question, you're saying there's another form that I haven't filled out that I didn't see. Well, yeah. 45 seconds of dialogue and I've not received my answer. So I re-asked the question. Well, there's a form I'm missing, is that correct? Another 30 seconds of dialogue, no answer to the question. Finally we get to, yeah, I can email it to you and you send it back. Took 2.5, 3 minutes just to ask that question and get that answer. I mean, a yes or no answer to a simple, straightforward question. Ideally, to value the time of the person calling and of your employer. I understand there's not all paperwork received. I filled out everything I received. Is there more? Answer the question in the beginning. Yes. We're missing this form. Okay, will you email it to me? Certainly. Is this your email address? Yes. We'll email it to you, fill it out, and send it back. 45 seconds at the most. Instead, we were upwards of 3 minutes. After sitting on hold, 30 minutes. And annoying as well as an interview that you hear on the radio or in the news. Just generally speaking. So, do you see this being a benefit to the public and overall? Answer, that's a great question. Dialogue, dialogue, dialogue. And then you finally somewhere in there get an answer. Where, I guess I'm just too impatient. Do you see this being a benefit to the public overall? It possibly, maybe, it could be something that answers the question in the first few words, then qualify your answer. I mean, if I'm at the bowling center and a person asks me, do you have an extra piece of tape I can use in my thumb hole? Well, you have to understand this stuff costs money. Okay, that's not what they're asking. It's a straightforward question. No tricks, no gimmicks, no hidden agendas. Do you have a piece of tape that I can put in my thumb hole? I sure do. I have to look for it. They know you've got it. They'll get a piece of tape from you. Cool. Imagine going into a restaurant, the server asking, are you ready to order? Typically, the majority of us, I would presume, tell us what we'd like to order. These folks on the phone that I've dealt with, can you imagine them in a restaurant? Well, after looking at the menu and deciding if I wanted breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and then deciding which of those I wanted, and I decided I wanted dinner, so after looking at the dinner menu, I've narrowed it down to these. After narrowing it down to these, I think I'll order this. I mean, come on. Let's just answer simple, straightforward questions with no agendas and a simple answer without a lot of dialogue. It would make life so much easier. Thanks for stopping by. So much for this rant. And if you'd like, share, and subscribe, I'd be most appreciative. Thanks for stopping by.